guys, and welcome back to another episode of Trucking Diaries. Now, if you remember last time, we did a load from Birmingham here down to Plymouth because we were in search of truck dealers, and as we did discover, there's a Mercedes truck dealer here in Plymouth. So my thought is we might go and have a look and see what they've got in stock. But I do believe first we have an email down here, so let's just have a look at this. Oh, it's from the bank again. Dear Sir, Madam, we couldn't help but notice your steady earnings and we would like to assist you with developing your potential even further. Your credit limit has been raised to £437,500. Feel free to draw from the available sum at any time. Well, that's promising. That helps a lot, that does. So I believe we're going to have to get a loan if we want to get a truck anyway. We've currently got £19,338 in the bank. Now, where are we? Bang, 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 bang. There we go. Look at what loans we've got. You see, we've had 87.5. That's going to just give us over £100,000. And the problem is, I'm not quite sure if that could be enough for a truck. If you know what we're sort of looking at, so it might have to be the £350,000, unless. No, because if you took out two £87,500 loans, you're going to be paying back more interest, aren't you? You will indeed be paying back more interest. Well, yes, you will. Just not by much, but you'll be paying back a fraction more than you would if you took out the £350,000 loan. But what if we did? I'm thinking, actually, might sound strange. I'm thinking, what if we did 87.5 and a 43,750? That should give us a reasonable amount to play with then, and still we shouldn't then be having to pay back quite as much as if we did a £350,000 loan on the interest here per day. Because that's the biggie. That is, it's making sure you've got to earn enough to do what you need to do, and then pay the interest back, and still earn yourself some money on top. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. I do, yes, we're going to apply for that loan there. So 106,000. If we need to, I'm thinking we can always get 8750 if we need to. Well, I think we'll take that as well. 43,750. That gives us 150 grand to go and buy a new truck with. Well, let's go visit the truck dealer. I think that's a good idea. I'd looked at the MAN dealer, but I'm not really sure if I quite fancy an MAN. I think Mercedes might have something. Iveco's tempting, but I think we're going to see what Mercedes-Benz have got on offer. So let's go have a look. No, that's the old style Actros. That was on the 320 HP, so if I can, I really want something a little bit more power, just because we're probably going to be keeping the truck for quite a while and would like something reasonable. What else have we got on here? Oh, new Actros Stream Space, 420 HP, that's a bit better. I like the sound of that. List price of 103,000, so we could actually afford that. We could indeed actually afford that. Shall we have a look? Let's tell you what else have we got? No, you see, I'm looking at level 14 and things. You've got to unlock the stuff level 16. I think we'll have a look at this. See if we can buy ourselves. Obviously, we've only got one cab up in a minute because we're still only level. Oh, I should have looked at this before. I never do. Yep, the one chassis 420. Yep, 12 speed. That'll do. Yep, one UK, correct. Paint job, I do believe. I did have a quick look at this earlier. That is our company logo, and actual fact, I am thinking, as you can see, I've already saved a couple of colours. I've been playing around a little bit. Did this when I was at the, I had a look in the MAN dealer. I'm actually kind of thinking that looks rather nice. I think that suits that truck really quite well. We can build quite a nice green fleet up, I reckon, looking like that. That's something I look forward to doing. Absolutely, build a nice looking little fleet up. So I think we're going to go for that. paint job there. That brings our new total up to £111,000. So we have still got a little bit spare to go and play about with. And the all too, you know, the accessories. Oh yes, you have to like the accessories. Now where to start? Where to start? I might need that bit of plastic actually. I don't want it to look like a too high spec truck, if you know what I mean. It's our first one, so it's not, we can't afford to go all out just at the minute. But there are some little bits down here. Oh, I'm not sure about that. I think we'll just keep that as a the stock badge for the minute. No, we'll go down with that. Paint and chrome. Ooh, that could look rather nice. I suppose we ought to actually go do the bottom mask if that's the sort of thing we're looking at. What do we reckon to that? Actually, do you know what? I'm not actually quite so sure. I think I just prefer the painted look on that, you know. I think I might just go down with the painted look. Let's go and, well, yeah, we don't want to spend, if there's no point in spending too much money if I'm not going to be of any interest, you know, it's not quite going to work out. Logo, what's happening with flaps? I think the biggest one really is, do we want side skirts on it? We could have some basic painted ones. We've got exclusive painted. We see side skirts cost a heck. I mean, that ramps the price up quite a lot straight away. I think plastic side skirts wouldn't look quite right, so to be honest with you, I think we might actually just not bother on the side skirt front at the minute. That's chassis covers now, we'll leave that. That's the fenders. Yeah, I think they're paint options, aren't they? Yeah, that's correct. Like I say, this is our first truck. There's no point, I don't think, in going all out, because I need something which would be, you know, a fairly cheap price, if you like, and but we'll do the work, because the plan is probably going to put quite a few miles on this. That's what I'd like to do anyway. That's the window trim. Oh no, I've seen these sometimes. It can look nice, but I'm not a massive fan, I have to admit. That's the stripe. Yeah. Should we see if we can only have plastic mirrors? In actual fact, that works quite well, I think. We need to unlock a bit more yet, obviously. No, that doesn't. That works better being plastic, especially if you've got to have the plastic trim up here and the mirrors. Stone guard. Right. We've got not got anything unlocked on the steps either yet, so that's the door. I quite like leaving the door handles plastic, I think, to be honest. I think it gives it a nice sort of little working look to it. Sun visor, yeah, we'll keep that. That's the front bumper. Do we want to? Ooh. Oh wow, this is yeah. So we could have a front mounted low bar, or we can have the proper low bar. Or where is it? There's a painted option. That does look quite nice. That could indeed look quite nice, having a nice, you know, painted bar. Or do you have it as chrome? Where is the chrome one? Let's have a look at that, see how that looks. Nah, it doesn't look too bad. I'll tell you what guys, I'm going to have a bit of a play around a minute, and I'll see you shortly once we've got our new truck purchased. I'll catch you in a minute guys. Right then guys, we've got all that sorted. So after a little messing around, I've come to the conclusion this is what we're going now. Alright, it's going to cost us a list price of 114, well just 114,923, so just under 115,000. Which, you know, we've got 150 grand in the bank, so that I think that works out quite alright. That does then, you know. I think that's alright. It's not the biggest spec in the world, but it'll do us to get us started. You know, I quite like it. I think the colour scheme looks nice. We've got a little couple of home comforts in there. We've got an air freshener, got a nameplate, of course. We've got to have that. So let us go ahead and take the plunge. I think we'll purchase our first truck. So now the real thing starts, all the fun starts now. I don't think we've got enough money, well, no, I'm sure we won't have enough money to go and buy ourselves a trailer yet. But as you know, that's all. At least we can now start pulling trailers for other people. I mean, I don't think that's a rather nice looking truck, to be honest. That's a very nice looking truck, I reckon. That's for a start. That'll do us perfectly. You know, we should hopefully be able to go all over Europe in this, get quite a few miles on it. That's my plan anyway. Oh, he says as he jumps into his brand new truck for the first time. That's right. See, built-in sat nav. That's always nice to have, I think. A full tank of fuel, yep. So, I mean, like I say, it's not top spec, but this should do us quite nicely. For the minute, we'll work and see where we can get to. It's a nice looking truck though, I do like it. Anyway, there we go, let's just have a look around the outside. I have painted the hubs on it and I've painted the wheels. I've not, they're still just the standard wheels though basically. I played around it but I didn't really want to spend too much if I'm honest guys. Not just yet in a minute anyway. Need to work it all out. I think that looks rather nice, that does. That looks rather nice indeed. Well, I'm going to say thanks for watching guys. We'll crack on with the next episode, we'll go get ourselves started and we'll see what we can do. Get our first job of, you know, pulling trailers out to Europe, I reckon, hopefully. Let's go, you know, no point hanging around now is there? Let's go get cracked on. Cheers for watching guys, catch you in a bit.